Okay, everybody, it's Ron Jackson here, and we're going to be talking about my some burning melodic minor bebop riffs. I'm actually starting early. I said I was going to start at 10, but I didn't want to start that late, so I can catch some of you guys not too late here on the East Coast and not too early on the West Coast on Presidential Day weekend. So I'm actually before I keep going, I was just starting out with a minor blues just to get warmed up. You know, I play mostly 7-string guitar, but today I have a 6-string. See if you can see me okay. And so I'm using my D'Angelico Premier that I have from D'Angelico with a Seymour Duncan built in, etc. And I'm using you know, a Peterson tuner, an old one, for my tuning, for my intonation. So if you have any questions or anything, let me know. It's great to see you guys out here. So I started off with a song just like a minor blues in C minor, because we're going to be talking about my favorite minor bebop riffs. Okay, you can get that on my website. I'm offering a couple of free lessons. You have to search on my website that are downloadable lessons, and you can check them out at Ronnie Music Label, which you have right here in front of you. Get a freebie lesson here at RonnieMusicLabel.com. And so I'm going to play some licks for you right now. I'm going to play through these 5 licks that I've created. They're based on the minor bebop scale. And before I talk about all that other stuff, let me play these 5 licks for you. Okay, I'll play one at a time. That's number 1. And then the next one is. Let me do that again. So minor bebop lick number 2 or riff, and another one I like to I like to I create my own riffs now in general that are based on these scales. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Here's number 3. Oh, let me do it again. That's a cool lick. We'll talk about how we use these licks, okay, and riffs on chords in a minute. So here's another one. Here's number 4. Okay, and then the next one is this one. Is these are kind of tricky, but so those are 5 different riffs I created. They're called minor bebop riffs. If you have any questions, please ask me. Now, as someone's asking, people probably don't know what bebop is. Bebop was created by Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie and Thelonious Monk, a bunch of guys, in the 50s. They went off. They basically put passing tones between chord tones of different, of the major scales, the minor scales, all the common scales that we use in jazz. So remember, everybody, when you're playing jazz, you're basically you're really learning a language. It took me a long time to get that, but you're really learning a language. So you should know your major scales before we get into this. You should be a little bit more advanced. So when I'm talking about a minor bebop scale, first you have to know the major bebop scale. So for example, if you're playing a C major scale, it's like this. Now, to play a major bebop scale, you have to know your chord tones. So when I'm playing a C major scale, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay? And to play a major bebop scale, you have to put a passing tone between the 5th and 6th degree of the scale. So it's 1, 2, 5, and then you got to put a note between the 5 and 6. Now 6. Now a lot of people say, isn't that like a sharp 5 or a flat 6? No, it's just a passing tone. So the reason why they created these scales is because they made them, when you play a C major scale in time, in 8th notes, it doesn't end up at the right place on the next measure in 4/4. So let me play this for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So basically, you end on the D if you play a C major scale in 8th notes, root to root, but you end up on the D because it's 8 even notes, 2 notes per beat. I mean, 2 8 notes per beat, and you end on the D. But if you put a passing tone, you end on C. Watch this: 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So now you're ending evenly on the C. Let me see. You guys can't see my fingers. I'm sorry about that. Let me go over here. So you can see me a little bit better. Watch. Here we go again. So what I did was I just played that so many possible ways that I could. We're playing it really simply too. It gets much more complex than this. We're just playing like up and down the scale, but you could actually play this in different ways. You could play it in thirds. Now it gets really weird when you do this. Watch it. Okay, so that's interesting. Oh yeah. Wait a second. Oh, I'm sorry, Beast. We can't have any sales pitches here on my live stream. Thank you. Let me no pitches like that. Let me hide that. So I don't know how you get rid of that, but anyway, thanks for your sending me your comment. Okay. But okay. So anyway, everybody. So right now, so we're talking about the major bebop scale. So these riffs I created today that you can actually pick up on my website, at Ronnie Music Label, are riffs you can actually use on a C minor scale or on a C minor type of song. So I'm playing a C minor chord here, and this works really well with that. And I'm basically playing a C melodic minor scale. Now, a melodic minor scale in C is actually just a C major scale with the lowered third. So here's a C major scale. Just lower the third. 1, 2, 3. And just lower the third to a flat 3, which is C, D, E flat. Now, you should practice that every possible way. I mean, I'm just playing up and down the scale, but us jazz musicians will go. We'll do thirds, we'll do triads. I do it in major too, etc. And so we talked about the major bebop scale. So the minor bebop scale is just the major bebop scale with the lowered third. It's actually a melodic minor bebop scale. So here's the major bebop scale. Minor bebop. So I practice that every possible way. You see that? I'm sorry you can't see my face too. I want to show you the guitar more. Okay, so I'm playing it like that. So that's the melodic minor bebop scale. Now, of course, you could do the same kinds of things I was showing you before. You could practice it in thirds, like this. You have the flat 3 now, okay? Now, so I don't want to talk too much about this scale today because I'm just trying to show you the licks I created using that scale, which is called My Favorite Minor Bebop Riffs, okay? And you could actually, I told you you can just get that on my website. And so the first lick I showed you, so just so you guys know, and if you have any questions, please ask me. Just so you guys know, when you're playing these kind of riffs, these kind of riffs in jazz work over different chords. I'm showing in C minor, but I'm going to show you how some of these riffs can be played on like a dominant 7th chord, or in a major 7th chord, minor 7 flat 5 chords, because they're basically all these chords. Basically, you just change the root, and you have basically the same sound, so you can use the same lick. So watch this. So here's my first lick. Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm using the minor bebop scale, and I went from this note. Watch it. I went. So I went like this from the 6 or the 13. Okay, which is a 13 chord or a 6 chord, depending how far you count up. Remember, you get a 13 by counting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. A 13 is an octave higher than the 6. Okay, so I went like this. So I went down, did a passing tone to the 5th, then I did arpeggio. C minor arpeggio starting on the G, which is the 5th. Flat 3, G, E flat, C, G. Then I went to the minor major. Then I did a passing tone, which is B flat. Then I went to the 6th. Then I did the root. Then a flat 3. Then I did a minor major 7. the major 7 to the 9. So here's the lick. So that works on a C minor chord. Now the cool thing about that is you can use it also in jazz. We like to, whenever we get a minor chord, we like to interchange with the dominant chord, which is related. So we're making the C minor 7 like a 2 in the key of B flat. So if it's a 2 in B flat, you can use the 5-7, which is F. So that's 2-5. I'm giving you a crash course in jazz harmony right now. So I can do that same lick on this chord. See, I put the F on the bottom instead. Now, what's really cool about this, I can use that also on remember the C minor is the 6th degree of a, well actually the C minor is a Lydian. I mean it could be counted as like an E flat major Lydian, because in the key of B flat the C minor is the 2nd degree, and then we could go to the E flat major 7 and do that same kind of lick. When you put that note in here, it makes an E flat major 7, sharp 5. So we get into really some really heavy harmony here. But so us jazz musicians think like that all the time. The same, I could play the same licks over different kinds of chords, and the last chord I can do that on, and you could do with all my licks, all these minor bebop riffs, is played on a B7 sharp 9. So it makes an altered. So this gets really deep into harmony, but for now just keep it on C minor, and so you can learn this really well. Then you can, when you get really good at advanced, you could start superimposing these kind of riffs on different tunes. So what happens is, like, I have a student that has been studying me. Some students that's been studying with me, and they don't quite understand how to put all these kinds of riffs or licks over certain chords, because they're not used to. They're having a hard time just playing it over a 1 chord. Once you get really good at it, you can see how chords on top of chords work, and then eventually you'll be able to superimpose all this stuff on different chords. So like this. And this one. So that's an E flat. So there's 3 different ways I just did that. 3 different chords I played the same lick on. But that's, if you really want to get into that, you're going to have to take lessons, get a private a teacher like myself to really show you how to do this. But first you have to be able to play it on just 1 chord. So that's my first riff. My first minor bebop, burning riff is this. On a C minor 9, or C minor major 7, or C minor 6, or C minor. They all work on the same chords, okay? Now, here's my next riff. It goes like this. Let me play it slow. Okay, so what I did was this. Let me see. There's a question here. Let me see. Dang, that sounds that's some sweet playing, man. Thank you, Beer Humdy. I like that name, Beer Hounds. That's pretty funny. I like you. Thank you, Beer Hounds, for that that nice comment. So, if you just got here, everybody, I'm doing my favorite minor bebop riffs that I created off the melodic minor bebop scale. Which if you want to learn about it, you can go to my Ronnie Music label and pick up the lesson about the melodic minor bebop scales. All the bebop scales actually come over there, and you can actually just so you know, you can get a free lesson there. There's a couple of free lessons hiding out that you could download as well. And but you could pick up what I'm talking about right now and check out these cool riffs on the guitar. So you can use on C minor this one. So what I did was, so in bebop, just so you guys know, ladies and gentlemen, you could play all kinds of things that are chromatic and approach notes, we call them. So what I did was this. I went on the 9. So I went from the 9, okay, on the C minor 9, and then I went to the 9, which is a D, to a D flat. Then I went to a B. So what I'm doing, what I did was, I did an approach, I did 2 approach notes against the C note. I could do that every. So that's what a lot of jazz musicians use, approach notes, or they're called enclosures. Sometimes people call them like that. So I just took that lick and just played it over a C minor chord, C minor arpeggio. Watch. So it's you know, when I'm playing, you're playing this stuff though. It's an exercise I'm doing, but when you get used to doing this, you do it naturally. It becomes a language. So what I did was that first, the whole lick against like this. So what I did was, I did those approach notes. Then I went to a B flat, and then I surrounded the 13. Like that. Then I went to the back to B flat. Then I did an arpeggio. Okay, and then went down the scale. And then I did a some chromatic passing tone. Oh, no, sorry. And I went passing from the C to the 6 of the C minor chord to the 11. So it sounds like this. So that lick, like I told you before, I'm playing on C minor and we're talking about minor right now, but remember that's interchangeable. Us jazz musicians like to make the minor into a 2 chord. So in the key of B flat, C minor is a Dorian scale, or basically, and then you can go to the 5/7, which is F7. I can do it on the F7 chord. See, same lick, same, different chord. Yeah, so I mean, I try to be creative with my riffs. And make up my own riffs, because you should make up your own riffs and they have to make sense. When I'm playing through a song, I'll be going. So what I did was I just played my first and second riff as like through a song, like a C minor vamp. What I did was I just did the first 2 riffs like I'm playing a solo, because I know them so well, but I don't know them that well, but I wrote them, and they're in my head now, so I'm going. So when you're learning how to improvise jazz, this stuff comes out naturally after many practicing a lot with backing tracks, jamming with people, that kind of stuff, and it becomes part of your playing without even thinking about it. If you have any questions, let me know. Oh, let me see this. What did Beerhound say again? Oh, thanks for sharing. I'm all eyes and ears, my friend. Huge Alex Koenig fan here. Oh, cool. Oh, just so you guys know, if you're not following me now, please subscribe right now to Ron Jackson Music everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. You know, and my website's ronjacksonmusic.com, and my main website's going to be ronniemusiclabel.com, which is like going to be a website store with all my lessons and everything. And just so you guys know, I'll be playing with Alex Skolnick in New York City. He's on tour right now with Testament, the great, you know, shredding guitar player, but also plays jazz. We have a jazz duo, and we shred doing jazz. And we'll be playing at this place called City Vineyard in New York City on, you know, like it's Pier something on the west side in New York City. We played there last year around this time, actually, on Thursday, February 29th. So come on by. It'll be great. And Bear Hounds is into it. Thank you, Bear Hounds. So so that was the first and second lick. Here's the third lick. This third lick, I'll explain it to you. It sounds like this. Now, if I do it fast, it's a lot of notes, man. So I have to think about it and play it clean. So remember, I'm live, everybody, so I'm not playing perfect. I'm not trying to fix anything either. Remember, because it's hard to play this stuff live. So I did an octave lower by ear. The same thing. So that lick is it's kind of like a Pat Martino combination kind of lick that I've learned. You know, this is actually, I have some Pat Martino cycling riffs, because Pat Martino, I used to study with him, the great, you know, guitarist from Philadelphia, who was known for being Pat Martino. So, you know, child prodigy. He did a lot of licks that went like this. So what I played was, I started on the 9 of the C minor, and then I did the same lick. So I went D to E flat, and then to D. Then I did a passing tone to the root. Then I went to the flat 7. Then I did the same lick going to the 13 or the 6. See what I did? I did that same lick, and I actually, that's a cycling lick that Pat Martino would do. And it's basically surrounding the 9 and the 13 of a minor chord. Now, you could, remember, I could interchange this onto a dominant 7th chord. See how I put it on a dominant 7th chord? So all I did was just change the root to this, from the C minor to the 5/7, which is making this a 2/5. On purpose. Okay, now, so this lick goes again like this. So what I did the same lick, and then I went to the 4th, then a passing tone. No, it's actually an approach note to the flat 3. Watch. I showed you that earlier. So what I did was I had enclosure around the flat 3. So I went F flat to D to the E flat, which is the flat 3 on the C minor chord. Remember, the C minor is C, E flat, G, C, E flat, G. So you should know how to play your arpeggios up and down the neck, actually, like I'm doing. You see that? Oh, let me see. Make sure you can see me okay. Let me get rid of this this comment. Let me see. I just saw Alex and Percy Jones. Oh, packed. It was incredible. Where were you Beer Hounds? Where were you at when you saw Alex? What city were you in? What city were you in, Beer Hounds? And Beer Hounds, yeah, thank you, Beer Hounds, for you know, for being such a great fan and you know, talking with me. You know, if anybody has any comments or questions, please ask. No worries. You know, about my lessons here or anything. You know, it's all about that. Let me show that. Where was that? Mesa, oh, Costa Mesa. Cool. You know what? Just so you guys know, we're planning a tour with Alex and great guitar player out there in the Bay Area named George Cole, who played with somebody famous over there. Anyway, so we're going to be doing a tour with Alex in the fall that we're planning in the beginning of November. So come on by. But just follow me. When you follow me, and you follow me on Bandstown at Ron Jackson Music or Ron Jackson, you'll be able to see where I'm playing. You know, I've been home a lot recently, so I'm just doing a lot of stuff online and you know, explaining my lessons and everything, okay? So that was my second smoking harmonic minor riff. So actually, I didn't explain the end, so I went like this. So then I went up the scale, melodic minor, G, A, B. Then I went to the D. Like that. So that went up the scale to the second, then to root, to the flat 3, then I went to the 5, and then I did a approach note to the 6. So that whole lick goes like this. So that's how it sounds fast. Now it's hard to do here. What? To play that this part, you gotta play that here now. So I try to have my students, whoever studies with me playing jazz, you gotta be able to play these licks not only in one place. A lot of guitar players, they just stay in one place, and then of course, you know, you gotta know the fingerboard everywhere. So I'll go like this. I'll go, let me see, I'll play it here. I might go here. Octave lower. Now Pat Martino, see, I'm getting really, I'm getting to the low notes here where, see if you can see this. Now Pat Martino would play these strings open. I mean, like a fret. I can't do it because he should show me this stuff where you press the nut as a fret. I can't do it really because it's too weird to me. I didn't practice like he did. See how I'm playing the nut like let me see if you can see that, like a fret. See, now I'm pressing the nut like a fret. Pat Martino used to do that weird stuff like that. See, I'm pressing the A like a note, but it's not. It's an open string, but you could, instead of changing your fingers around to be able to compensate with the open strings, he would think like that. Alex and Chill. Yeah. So we're trying to go in the Bay Area, Beer Hounds. I'm in trash death metal guitarist, and I'm new to jazz. And thanks to Alex, to be honest, jazz is at the next level, and I have a long way to go. Yeah, if you know, just so you guys know, if you want to really get into jazz, take a lesson with me. I give lessons, you know. So remember this lick. I do dominant 7. I could do it on a major 7. E flat major. So it could be on a C minor 7, C minor 9, F dominant of some sort, 13, or E flat major 7 with a flat 5 or sharp 11. See, I changed the root to E flat. Now this time I could do it on also on a B flat, on a B dominant sharp 9. Remember that? Or flat 9. See, I just changed the root. See that? So I played that same riff or lick, jazz riff, based on the minor bebop and also the minor Dorian bebop scale over 3 different chords: C minor, different kinds of minors: minor major 7, minor 6, minor 9. The dominant 7 with a 9 natural tension, E flat major 7 with a sharp 11 or flat 5, or B7 flat 9 altered with a sharp 9, or the flat 13 or flat 5 or flat 9. So that's basically an altered scale, which is a C melodic minor scale. It's the same scale. Okay, now, is it possible to play in Locrian? Oh, sure, sure. But this is, Locrian's a little different. Just so you know, I forgot to explain to you guys. So the C minor 7, the C minor 6 chord, if you play the top of it, you get this. If you play like this, like an A minor 7 flat 5, remember the C minor 6 is an inversion is actually A minor 7 flat 5. It's the same chord. It's just a different. It's the 1, 2, the 4th inversion. So I'm using in the key of A minor 7 flat 5. The C, a melodic minor, is an A Locrian scale. Okay, not a normal Locrian. It's actually a Locrian natural 9 scale. Listen to this. So I mean, actually, I forgot to mention you can play this over a minor 7 flat 5 as well. So a normal Locrian scale would not have this note. It would have it would have a flat 2. So remember, a Locrian is 1, flat 2, flat 3, 4, flat 5, flat 6, flat 7, back to 1. But this one's a Locrian natural 9, which comes from the melodic minor. It's a C melodic minor. I just changed the A note, A root. Change this next note. All I did was change the root, and I'm playing all C melodic minor. So they have different names for all these different scales. So, wow. So it's a lot of stuff I'm trying to teach you in about an hour that you should be studying for like years. So by 4th lick that you can check out, remember everybody, thanks for listening. I'm going to be finishing very soon. I have a couple more licks. I have licks number 4, riffs number 4 and 5. And remember, please share my live stream. Yeah, you love this. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, thank you, Beer Hand. Go check out my go check out my lessons on my YouTube channel. Go check out my lessons on my Ronnie Music label right here. You can get a free one there. And this lesson, all these riffs are actually written out already, so you can practice them at home. And so here's the next one. This is the next one. This is all based on the melodic minor. The number 4 lick is this. Here we go again. Now if I do that fast, each one can do it fast. What I did was, it starts on the minor, the major 7 of the minor 7 flat 5 of the C minor 7. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a passing tone between the 7 and 6 and the 5th. So I put a passing tone between that note and this note. Then I went. And then I just went from the E flat to the D and did a triplet, 16th note triplet. It's the same lick going down, it's actually going down 3 octaves. First octave, second octave, third octave. Then I went up the C melodic minor scale. Just G, A, B, D. Then I did so G, A, B, D. Then I went up the C minor scale to the 5th. Then down to the flat 3, down to the 3rd. I mean down to the root. Then I hit the flat 6 way down on the A, which is like really low. You see that? So that lick can work on this chord too, on a minor 7 flat 5. So it makes a low key natural 9, or this on a dominant 7 sharp 13. Sharp 11, watch this. F13. Oh, F9, sharp 11. See how I did that? Okay. And the next one is this. On an altered chord. The E flat major 7 like I did before. So this makes a major 7 with a sharp 5. I mean with a, yeah, raised 5. Oh man, how do I play that down there? Okay. So that's lick number 4. Let's do the last one. The last one is really cool. I like this one. So remember when I'm trying to do these licks, I try to do like not only like 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I try to do these bebop kind of rhythms that bebop players do. They do a lot of 16 note rhythms like this. So it's like triplet. So these are good things to practice for skill. So it's good to go up and down the neck. See that? It's tricky. So I did this lick. The last one was like this. Again. So what I did was I did the 16th note triplet like this. And now I just went to the flat 3 to the 9, then I went to 7, then up the key. Then I did then I went to the 6. Then I went to the 4 or the 11, then down. Then I did a chromatic passing tone between the 4 and the flat 3. Then down the scale. You can do it that way. But I actually wrote it this way. So I can play it there. Then I did a passing tone again. Between the 4 and the flat 3. See that? So that lick is really cool. Oh, I hit it. So remember, you can use it on these 3 chords, on these 4 chords. C minor, A minor 7 flat 5, F7, flat major 7, and B altered. The same lick. Okay? Woo! That's a lot of work, guys, to teach you all this. I will for sure any link for your music on Spotify. Oh yeah, so I'm on Spotify, everybody. Just go to Ron Jackson. You can find me everywhere. My latest album was there, was a top 10 record. Let me show you. I don't know where. Oh, here's my album. Look at this, everybody. So my latest album looks like this. Looks like this. I have a vinyl. The vinyls are almost out, but you can pick up CDs definitely and go to Spotify and just follow me. Okay, you can get this lesson, which is a physical lesson right here. That I want you to go check it out yourself. You could download all these lessons immediately. All these lessons I'm talking about for all the jazz guitar stuff I'm doing. And we'll pump your music all day at work. Oh, yeah, no problem, Beer Hounds. Thank you, man. I have a super fan over here. And if you're watching on YouTube, you could super chat me if you like, like what you hear. Also, everybody go get your free lesson at ronniemusiclabel.com. You have to search for it. There are a couple of downloads you can get on guitar technique and improvisation. And so you can pick up this lesson that I show you about some smoking minor bebop riffs. So let me play them for you one more time, okay? Take a look. Watch this. For people who just came in, watch these 5 melodic minor bebop riffs. Watch this. Here we go. Next one. Number 3. Number 4. And last one. So now that we went through that, oh, thank you, Beer Hounds. I appreciate it, man. Beer Hounds. Let me show that I have an ice cream, my friend. Let me show Beer Hounds super chat. I appreciate you, Beer Hounds, for being such a great fan. And I want to meet you in California. When I played there with Alex Skolnick. And just so you guys know, I'll be I was on tour actually there last September, but I didn't meet you guys. I can't meet everybody. But I'll be on tour again soon. I'm playing in the New York City area all the time, everywhere. So please remember to subscribe or follow me everywhere at Ron Jackson Music. And if you want to super chat me like Beer Hounds, please do so. Or check out my website and check out my music at Ronnie Music Label and get your free lesson. And definitely pick up your free lesson, Beer Hounds. Let me see. I'm going to play one song before I finish up using this kind of scales and stuff I was going over. So remember, this lesson is called My Favorite Minor Bebop Riffs. And, yeah, I'm going to be coming out again. I was just over there, again, Beer Hounds. And I was there in September. I played in the Bay Area. And I played in Pacific Northwest. I'm supposed to do that now with Alex Skolnick in November. But I'll be playing around in the New York City area and other places in Europe and stuff. So come on, check me out. Remember to follow me at Ron Jackson Music. Let me end with one more song. And remember to subscribe and like and follow Ron Jackson Music everywhere. Let me play your song. Hold on. Here we go. Thank you, everybody. You can watch the playback of this um, on Facebook and on Twitch and on YouTube. And I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you for watching, and have a great night. And I appreciate you guys. And see you very soon, everybody. And see you very, very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye. Remember, this is all live, no edits, nothing. And I'm using just so you guys know, I'm using my new iRig stream, which I think is incredible. I got a good sound. And that's cooking. Thank you, man. Thank you, Beer Hounds. I appreciate you, man. I'm going to show that comment. Beer Hounds, thank you for your your super chat and for your support, everybody. And I really appreciate everybody watching my live stream. And it's really great to all my fans and everything everywhere in the world. So I'm going to be going live more often now because the sound is so good finally with this iRig Stream Pro. And I have it going through my. Someone asked me what I have this going through. I actually have it going through my Fender Deluxe Reverb Tone Master amp with a Celestion speaker. But it's just going directly out of the amp into this iRig Pro stream device and going into my computer directly. Then I'm just using my regular old laptop screen because I don't have enough USB ports for all this stuff. And this actually sounds pretty good, doesn't it? So, I appreciate you guys. It's getting late here. I actually had a memorial funeral today. This great singer named Tony Milton I work with just passed away, man. And so just so you know, everybody, thank you, Beer Hounds. Dog, awesome gear too. Thank you. This is a great guitar that I'm a D'Angelico artist for the 6-string guitars, and this is a great guitar I got from them. And I use Labella jazz tapes. There's a Seymour Duncan built in. I have Pig Hog cables, Peterson tuner, an older version, I use all the best equipment. Remember, equipment is very. Oh, thank you, Todd. Oh, Todd, is that Todd Koenig, the one I know? Is that Todd Koenig, the father of somebody I know? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. It's been a while if it is Todd. Yes, this singer I was working with for a long time, I met him when he was 80. He just died at 89, and he just has, suddenly had health problems during the pandemic, during the lockdown. And when I met him at 80, man, he was so on. And when you start getting to your 90s, it gets a little harder to, stay alive because if you make it to 90, man, you're lucky. So he got to 89. My guitar teacher, my old guitar teacher, Bucky Picciarelli, made it to 94, and died. Unfortunately, passed away from COVID. But he had a couple of strokes. So before that, so that didn't help. And then the pandemic came. So he was a great guy. So I played for his memorial today, and so I appreciate you guys watching. Please again, I appreciate all your support, and I'll see you at Ron Jackson Music in person. Check out my lessons on my RonnieMusicLabel.com or RonJacksonMusic.com. It'll point you there too. And I'll see you guys very soon. Okay, I'll be doing another live stream probably tomorrow night on a new subject, on some new riffs that I do, and talking about jazz stuff like that. Okay, it's just Todd from San Diego. Got one of your books and a CD. Oh wow! You know what, Todd? I remember you from ordering. Thank you. I appreciate your support, Todd. Let me show this to everybody. That's how I know your name, Todd. Is you had bought a book and one of my CDs. I really appreciate you, Todd, and I hope you enjoyed the book and the CD. And this is the book that Todd is talking about. I'm actually going to be writing an article for Acoustic Guitar Magazine. Okay, coming out soon, a weekly workout. So this is the book he's talking about, and I have 3 books on Acoustic Guitar Magazine, everybody, that you could check out. And go check out my stuff. This one's a physical book, but also there's some e-books that they sell directly on the website. And I appreciate you, Todd. And, I have books, CDs, vinyls. The vinyls are almost out, everybody, so if you want to get a vinyl, you better hurry up. I only have a few left, and I have to print more of those things up. But anyway, let me see. Yeah, have a pleasant evening, everybody, and I'll see you guys soon. And you can watch the playback if you just got here. Oh, man. Matt L., thank you, man. That's great to know, man. Thanks for the comment. I will stay up longer, but I can't. I'm getting tired, and I got to eat something. It's like 10:30, Yeah, let me see, Todd. Let me see. We'll try to be there earlier tomorrow. Was on the road today. Great. Yeah, you can watch the playback too, Todd. I'm going to be going live more often because now it sounds good, Only thing is I have to stream at home. I like to stream live when I'm performing sometimes, but the signal is not very good when you're going live. I'm actually going directly into the internet from my home studio here. So it's like unfortunately you don't get a great sound when you're streaming. When you're streaming, you don't get a good signal when you're streaming like on your phone, but with a direct computer you do. But I would have to bring that around with me on a gig, and it's kind of sometimes it's hard enough to set up. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys soon, okay? And have a great night. And I'll see you. Bye-bye. Get some rest and catch you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, Todd. Have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.